So today is Valentine's Day. Valentine. Romantic, na? Ooh, you have to buy something. You have to buy flowers. You have to buy chocolate. You have to surprise your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your husband or your spouse or somebody and do something special. And if you are a little adventurous, you'll have booking in a hotel and erotic night and physical sex. By the way, I forgot to tell you this video is going to be laced with a lot of adult content. So in case you're listening to this on a family TV, don't. Anyway, let's go on. So yeah, all this stuff happens in Valentine's Day, and I know that if you know me, you know what is my stance. But I'm not going to just make fun of people who celebrate Valentine's. Rather, in this video, I'll give you stupid things I have done. Stupid things I have done in life during Valentine's Day. Now, you know, it's wrong of me to always, ride the high horse and say, you're so stupid, you celebrate birthdays, you celebrate New Year, you celebrate religious festivals, Valentine's Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day. The fact is, I'm just like you. I was in a society just like you. I've done stuff just like you. But as you grow up, as you start using a little bit of your common sense, the stuff in between your ears, and you evaluate life and priorities, you begin to ask yourself, what the fuck is all this, man? What is this shit? So anyway, let me rewind and give you some of the most stupid things I've done in Valentine's. You can call them romantic or you can call them whatever. My voice is going, woo. Okay. I'm not going in any particular order. I remember this particular Valentine's Day, I wanted to impress the girl so much. I saved money to buy her a gold ring. Now, I remember the cost also. It was 3,500 dirhams. The reason why I remember the cost was because it was my full month salary. So I purchased the ring, and then I realized I had to buy a card, and then I realized I had to buy a teddy bear, then I realized I had to take her out for dinner. So I did all this, and I even ended up borrowing money. The funny thing was, the girl broke off with me after a few weeks. So she got the gold ring for free. Shameless bitch. She never returned it back to me. Okay, so that was one. The second one was when I was even more younger. When you're when you're a young boy and, we do stupid things, right? So, let me give you one part which you may not consider. I'm an Indian passport holder, so I watch Hindi movies. I used to watch Hindi movies. And in Hindi movies, they do stupid things. Uber stupid things, in the name of romance and love. Like, for example, one of the most stupid things in Indian movies is when the guy wants to marry the girl. If the guy wants to marry the girl, in Indian culture, you have this red powder, which is like, vermicelli. I don't know what you call that powder. It's kind of like holy powder for the Hindus. And if you put that red powder on the girl's forehead, that is symbolic for marriage. But in Indian movies, anybody who puts a red thing on some girl's head, only in the movies, that girl is your wife. And then to make it more dramatic, because it's red, they show the hero, he'll take a knife, cut his finger, not cut his finger, it's just open a wound so blood comes out, and then he puts it like this on the female's forehead, and then she the music goes da da, and everyone's surprised, and then she starts crying and she says, oh, you loved me, you married me. So that is like, it's so easy to get married in Hindi movies. So there's no documentation required, there's no legal status, there is nothing, just going, finish. In fact, in some other Hindi movies, there was this, you know, that chain, it's called Mangal Sutra. I don't know, what do you call it? It's supposed to be this chain that you put to a lady who you're getting married, and that happens during the religious ceremony. But in Indian movies, the hero, if he just puts, or anybody just puts, the girl is married. Okay. So why I'm telling you this is, those days, as stupid as I was, doggy, you forgot to bark. Today is not in a mood. Normally he barks. Okay, so, why I'm telling you this is because I was influenced by the Indian movies. No, I did not put the thing on the girl's head, and no, I did not cut my finger. But I did something equally stupid. What I did is, you know, we had that fountain pen, no? In school, the Pelican fountain pen with ink. So I had taken my blood, little drop. I don't want to hurt myself too much, but it should look dramatically powerful. So small drops, and I would take the pen and I would write on that letter, oh, I love you so much, can't breathe, you're my life. This letter I've written with my blood to show my love for you, blah, 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 blah. Some bullshit I wrote. I don't know, I was 13, 14, 15 or whatever. And I wrote, and I gave it to her to prove my love. She was, oh, Lord, you love me. Love me only that time, and she gave me a couple of hugs, and we nicely locked our lips, smelly lips, you know. We didn't know the oral hygiene. I'm pretty sure mouths were stinky. So we are locking lips and kissing. Hi doggy. Today none of the dogs are barking. What the fuck? Must be in a bad mood. So we kissed, and you know, kissed, I love you, and finished. Hiding in the corridor of a building, and finished. I seriously don't even remember what happened next, because that girl, the funny thing is I remember what I did for the girl, but I don't even know the girl. I don't remember who's the girl. I think we never met after that. Maybe her father found that letter or something. Simply zimbly, they say. Wasting of blood. Chi. Should have given a vampire instead. So okay, that's the second stupid. So now comes the climax. Obviously, I should one up the ante, you know. So the most stupidest thing I've done for Valentine. Most stupid. you know when a guy is determined to win the heart of a girl, sometimes he'll go to great lengths to prove his stupidity, not prove his love. So this particular girl, she's still friends with me, so I'll not state her name. This particular girl, I wanted to win her heart. So what I did is, I booked made a booking in Burj Al Arab as a surprise, and we actually went there. And I remember, I think I spent around $3,000 or something. All the food, everything, which hardly, I can tell you this much. We ate, but we felt we didn't eat anything. Okay, so that was first, Burj Al Arab. Then I bought her a chain, silver chain, you know, with the one heart. She keeps one heart, I keep. Okay. After that, drove her home. Only to, there were candles ready, the heart shape, and a cake was in the center. So I told her to stay outside, and I lit the candles and the cake, and I bought her blindfolded to the apartment. And then I showed her, she was like, oh my God, Loy. And then there was this teddy bear. And then after that, we started making out and took her to the shower, nicely shower. And there also there was love candles and shampoo and cream of Valentine, and everything was smelling of roses and all that, and nicely soaping each other and making love and this and that. Then after that, bedroom, I had taken, by the way, 2 Viagra pills to make sure that I could keep hammering her the whole night. Then after that, by the time we came out, the candles and the cake had melted. I was like, what the fuck? It was completely a mess. So just managed to put that aside. Then what I did is tied her up on the bed. You know, she loved 50 Shades of Grey. So tied her up, did all the erotic stuff, tying her, putting ice, putting chocolate, putting flowers and this and that. And by the way, better close your ears or make sure nobody listens to this loudly, because this is going to be slightly adult content. So I warned you, okay? Make sure nobody listens. Okay, now, I discovered while making love is never put things in a girl's vagina. It just vanishes inside. You know, when you see porn movies, they putting cherry and strawberry on the top of a vagina and all that. And it's so romantic, and cream and chocolate and syrup and licking and this and that. I was nicely putting everything, put the strawberry, and before I by mistake the strawberry went inside. I was like, huh? Where the it just went inside. I was like, what the fuck? And she was tied up and I'm trying to get it out. I can't get it out. Oh shit, that was one hell of a... And somehow I had to tell her, I unchained her or whatever, you know, tied her up, told her what I had done, and she was like, oh, okay. And she was busy digging to take it out, and she was laughing, and then, okay, we made love and this and that. And so did all this stuff and did all this shit. And then after that, went out for a drive and whole night, and daytime took her to a place where we could see the sunset. So basically I spent a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of time for all this. And the end result was what? She got married to somebody else. Because she was already, she had somebody else in mind. Okay. So, what I'm trying to tell you, one is, I'm as stupid as you are. The second thing which the point I'm trying to make is, this Valentine's Day, this, all these days which are there, they are just made popular because of, you know, the mob mentality, because of the crowds, especially because of commercial institutions. Like this morning when I woke up, I got an email from Lenovo. They're giving me a Valentine discount to buy their laptops. I got an email from some, you know, these applications that I use on my iMac. Each one of them, Valentine discount. I got some, you know, messages. Obviously, I've disabled my Facebook. So I don't know what's on Facebook. But I'm pretty sure on Facebook, many people are showing you, oh, my love, give me, oh, I love you, oh, this, that. And I'm pretty sure that is going on. Okay. So it is nothing but, you know, there are very smart, intelligent people who know that there are these impulsive characters who have money to spend and who want to do something on that day because they are bored of their lives. So they capitalize on this, you know, tour operators and travel agents and hotels. They give, okay, Valentine's special, come one night, you know, travel, see the sunset, go for a boat trip with your loved ones. It's basically business. And you know, the peer pressure is quite real, huh? I remember in Citibank, like we all are sitting down, you know, there were almost 180 girls and there were these 4 or 5 guys and I was one among them. So each lady there would end up getting something from their husband or boyfriend. And you know, it's so funny, on Feb 14th, each lady was dressed up nice and all that, and they're sitting and waiting there. And one by one, the courier company will come. And this is for madam, this thing. And I'm like, oh my God, oh, they go. You know how ladies are, no? Oh my God, oh. They will have all these expressions just to show, the awe factor. And you should see the fun. Everyone, the whole fucking floor is, And that, oh my God, oh my God. And that lady's, oh, he loves me. and each lady will get a chocolate, a bouquet, or a ring, and each one's trying to show, see my husband's, it's like showing, see my husband's dick is bigger than your dick, your husband's dick. See his dick is 6 inches. Oh, see my husband's dick is 6.5. Oh, mine is 9. Ah, see, big. So each one is comparing, and then obviously the lady who gets the biggest is like, oh my God, that is so amazing. Oh wow. So obviously, you know, I'm being there, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm looking left and right and everyone's doing that. So you begin to think like, okay, even I need to impress my girl. So this is the thing, you know, and obviously today when you have Facebook and you upload that photograph for the whole world to see, so everyone like, oh, that is so amazing, oh wow, and appreciation and comments. So people feel like, say, like for example, my wife, when I got married to her, you know, I was not into this Valentine stuff for quite a long time. But because I got married to her just lately and I wanted her to feel special, I had made one nice video. I had given a freelancer to make a nice video, romantic video. No, means with our photographs. The following year I gave a funny video. Third year I gave one guy dressed up in a thong. He was a freelancer and he said, oh, I love you and this and that. And then after that I took my wife for dinner. But today, how I celebrate Valentine's Day, I don't know if this idea will work for you. Today, how I celebrate Valentine's Day is, I have this piggy bank. Hey doggy, not barking. Come here, bark. Missed you, man. How are you? Huh? Come. He didn't bark so long, man. How come you're not barking? Come. How come you're not barking? Huh? Nice. At least he remembers. And now he's normal. Okay. So how I celebrate now is, I have this piggy bank with my wife. You know, we have for the wife, we have for me, we have for the baby. And anytime there is Christmas, there is New Year, there is, you know, the Buddhist holiday or any special day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, whatever day is there, okay, I take a sum of money, I don't show her how much it is, and I put it in the box. And I show my wife, say, I'm putting this money in the box. This is for your birthday, your Christmas, your New Year, or whatever, Valentine's Day. And I put the money in the box and I tell her, you use this money the way you like, whenever you like, and do whatever you want. It's none of my business. It's your freedom. So my wife, over the period of time, what she has done is, she saves this money for, you know, things which are important to her. Let's say, for example, her mother's and father's insurance. Her father who passed away, they had used it for her insurance. She doesn't ask me. When she wants to save for the house, she wants to save for the baby's education. Now I know you'll say that, hey man, this is not romantic, you know. Agreed, it's not romantic, but it's practical. And I'll tell you, where romance is concerned, it's not limited to only Valentine's Day. Like, see, yesterday my wife asked me, not because it was Valentine's, yesterday my wife asked me, I want to go eat a, you know, this hot pot, you know, where they put stuff on a fire and cook. I said, okay, we'll go for that. She asked me at around 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And she said, let's go at 8. So I said, okay, fine. I planned out my day accordingly. And at around, I think 9 o'clock, because obviously I had some work, I drove her to the place we were supposed to go. But when we went there, unfortunately it was closed, the place that we normally go. And my wife was a little upset and she's like, oh, okay, I wanted to go. I said, no, don't worry, we'll figure out a place. So then we went driving. I literally drove, I think, 10 kilometers just to find a nice place for her. And finally we found one outlet that gave this. And we went there and ate food, and it turned out to be even more. I'll put the video up later on, after this maybe. And my wife was extremely happy that, you know, like I took the trouble of finding a place for her. Because we could have given up and gone back home and said, let's eat this food. But I made it an effort, a point, to find out where, you know, she would be happy, and we had a good time. We really had a good time. And it was not Feb 14th, it was Feb 13th. So today when my wife woke up, she said happy Valentine's Day. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. I didn't bother. So see, I'm not trying to lecture you on, okay, celebrate your Valentine's Day this way or that way, don't spend money. No, you have the money, you spend it. You have the time, waste it. You have the effort, go ahead, contribute it. It's totally your life. But all I can tell you is, all that we are doing now, this Valentine's Day and all that, it's all bullshit. It's all a waste of time, effort and money. I would rather say, don't do it on Valentine's Day. Do it when the prices come down, because on Valentine's Day, all the people who have to make money increase their prices. They'll say that they're giving on a discount, they're not. They'll increase their prices because they want you to spend. So don't spend like what you can spend, let's say for example $1,000. Don't spend it on Valentine's Day. Wait for Valentine's Day to get over and keep an eye on where you want to spend the money. And when the prices come down and they're giving a special offer, spend it. Or you can even do this, call the company or whatever and tell them when you can offer me a special package. Always do it when the season's down and you can negotiate for a good package. And I'll tell you, most probably you'll end up with getting something for free, or a value added package which is an upgrade, because they need business. And that is a smart thing to do if you want to celebrate such moments and festivals. So, but celebrating because everyone is celebrating, which has no meaning for you, which has no relevance. I mean, what the fuck is Valentine's Day? Seriously, tell me, what the fuck is Valentine's Day? If nobody told you about it, would you celebrate it? If nobody knew about it, if nobody told you, if nobody was bothered, if nobody was watching, most probably you'll be like, not be bothered. And especially if you have 110 things to do, the last thing you'll think of is Valentine's Day. So anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong, But I would just say be smart. Enjoy your life. Celebrate what you have to. Be smart. And never forget to reward yourself, because that is the most important thing. Like I say, self-love, no? Reward yourself. Don't put the person so high on a pedestal that you forget to take care of yourself. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Me signing off. Guys, take care.